Hello, welcome to the Precure News on Glory Channel. My name is Abdul from Instructions.com. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of United Precure. Apologies for the delay for the recap. Waiting for the rest of the episode to come out so I can do them all at once. So, as we start this off, as we mentioned to you, let me focus deficit. After the theme song, we saw right now that after some intense conversation here, we come to the conclusion scared of ghosts. But that changed throughout the course of the episode. Then we got Chokurina for this week's villain instead of Jogi. After 3 weeks of Jogi, that is. After some intense, we got to see the Halloween costumes, but I was able to put an end to the scariness. She had to even attack the dark with her eyes closed, which was and then once again it says good night. And so that's basically how the episode ended with as both are bananas. Believe me, you're going to be laughing by the time you finish watching this episode. That said, that brings us to the end of this episode. And with the episode count where it stands right now, we are only 11 episodes away before we bid farewell to United Precure. And to be honest with you, I am not ready to say goodbye to that show. And you want to know why? It goes to show how special Uta is to me. If you didn't know, Uta's actually my favorite character in United Precure. Which United Precure was deemed by far the best series we've ever had the pleasure of listening to. So, I'm still trying to process this loss because this loss is affecting me severely. And do know that I'm not taking this for granted, But truly, United Precure meant so much to me, to be honest with you. And I'm just not ready to say goodbye to that show. And you'll see what I mean. If we can cue the still version of the beginning, and I'll continue to talk some about that before we close the video. Let's cue up some of that music, shall we? And so, as I cue this music up, you'll understand why United Precure means so much to me. Because of all the music and all the time I've spent watching United Precure. Truly, there will never be a show like United Precure. Ever. Ever, honestly. I will forever remember it and it will always have a very special place in my heart. Now, that said, as we embark into the last 11 episodes, we're going to take time here and to reflect on this series and so much more. A full tour video for this, with much more to say, will be coming to my main channel. However, that will be premiering late November to early December. It truly goes to show how special you and Idol Precure and my favorite singing idol is to me. More information will be said on the tour video when it premieres late November to late December. But truly, this loss is going to be by far the biggest loss I've ever dealt with. As United Precure and Uta both mean so much to me. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say thank you so much to Misato Matsuoka for voicing my favorite idol character of all time. It truly means a lot. With that being said, that concludes this video, but this is how my thoughts are like now that we're into the final 11 episodes of United Precure. Because truly, I'm not taking this for granted. And saying goodbye to this series come late January is going to be so sour for me. Like, legit, I feel it inside here. But we will miss you next week. We look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for the next chapter of United Precure. That said, I want to say thank you so much to Misato Matsuoka, Minami Takahashi, Natsumi Takamori, Yoshino Nanjo, Miharu Hanai, and the whole cast and crew for such an excellent job. 6 episode. Look forward to the pleasure of seeing you again in 2 weeks. Once again, I want to say thank you so much to Misato Matsuoka, Minami Takahashi, Natsumi Takamori, Yoshino Nanjo, Miharu Hanai for the entire cast and crew for such an excellent job. 6 episode. We look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks to kick off the first of the final 11 episodes of the series. Just truly, I'm not ready to say goodbye to this show. It really meant so much to me. United Precure will forever have a special place in my heart. I'm gonna play that last snippet of the big just to close out this video. But from the bottom of my heart, let me say this: thank you, Uta. Thank you, United Precure. I'll never forget you. We'll be saying a lot more of this on the tribute video, which will be appearing on the main channel exactly late November to early December. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining us on this video. If you have liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe or sing animation. As always, don't forget to turn notifications on. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for the next preview read-in recap. Until then, we leave you with the final parts of the Silver version video, what you just heard to close out the video. Once again, thank you, Uta. Thank you, United Precure. I'll never forget you. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.